Hi Mark, I'm going to go around this bike in detail and show you all of the bits and pieces. You were asking about the horn. The horn is the correct Indian's Head horn. This bike is correct in every detail. The spokes are cadmium plated and the wheels are black. All of the nuts and bolts are cadmium plated as correct. Every nut and bolt is cadmium plated. Girder forks with the leaf spring. All of the forks, all of the bushes in the forks have all been rebuilt. Everything is perfect on the suspension. It is a replica headlamp. Tiny wee ding in the side of the rim of the headlamp there, but the shell is fine. The petrol tank was repainted recently because of the ethanol in the fuel these days. I actually had it lined inside, so it's coated inside to protect it from ethanol petrol. Obviously the Speedo does work. Showing 202 miles. The Speedo was a new Speedo when it was rebuilt. It has two petrol tanks, one on the left side, one on the right, and the oil tank is here. Right hand gear change. Left hand throttle. Right hand advanced retard. Foot brake. All of the pushrod tubes, carburetor inlet are all correctly plated. All the petrol pipes are correctly plated. There's a tiny little mark in the chrome there because of the kickstart, and there's two tiny marks in the paintwork. One there with the chain guard coming off and on, and one tiny little mark here. Apart from that, the paintwork is perfect. All of the rear suspension rebuilt, everything is new in the rear suspension. All the brake rods are all correctly cadmium plated. All of the wiring is the correct braided wiring. There's no modern wiring on it. All of the wiring is correctly as the old braided of wiring cables. There's no plastic, modern plastic on it. Dynamo. Go around the back. JVS 714. Correct tail light, glass tail light. The mudguards were brand new in 1994. They were made by a company in Manchester called Vintage Wings. From the real ones, they're exact copies. You can see there's a good gloss in the paint there. I can see myself. Dynamo. Foot clutch. You engage by, that's a clutch disengage forward, put it in gear, and then you rock it back the way for drive. The air cleaner is a more modern replica. Ignition coil there. Again, all the brake rods, correct cadmium plating. All of the cases when the engine was rebuilt, all correct, all vapor blasted. The battery is a mock. You can't get that size of battery anymore. That's a plastic casing, a replica casing with a modern battery inside. There's a couple of tiny wee marks on the seat. One there, one there. But it has a correct stamped logo on it. Indian. Pan saddle. Sprung saddle. Suspension saddle. Ignition switch, ammeter beside the speedo. Side stand, footboards, everything about it. The wheels are absolutely, there's not a mark in the wheels. Spokes to say, not a mark, perfectly as new. Front fender has the correct chrome tip on it and the Indian's headlight. And that's it. I'll do a separate one with me going round the block.